we'll just continue on. My phone decided to stop again. Yeah, so things like that, like I was touching on, anything that would get in the way of people's roles. So yeah, so you'd sort of think of that as an employer, what would get in the way of them potentially being a trainer with me. And then this one, what is a notice period you have to provide to your current employer? Yeah, so this is extremely important as well. So are they going to give their sort of current employer a 2 weeks notice, a 4 weeks notice? So you sort of got to take this into consideration, because if you want someone in 4 weeks, will you have a class for them to jump into, or will they be taking over someone? So you've got to sort of allow that handover period, I guess, which is vital as well. And then with these sorts of things as well, so what best describes you to have the right to work in Australia? So are you an Australian citizen, a permanent resident or New Zealand citizen? Do you have a working visa? Do you require sponsorship as well? So yeah, things like that as well. Yeah, so different things you can sort of ask and go through. On this last page, during that interview process, you'd thank the candidate for their time, and then sort of advise them what's going to happen next. If you'll be in touch with them within a week, within 2 weeks, if you'll still have to sort of review any of their documents that they've sent through, or their matrix as well. So I find a lot of these things, just take your time, sort of look over it again. You might really like them, but you might want something adjusted in their matrix or with what they've sort of given you as well. Also things like national police check, probably tell them, have they got one? If not, would they look at applying to get one for the role as well? And working with children's check as well. So if I'm not sure with Sterling, but placement as well could be another element. Placement, they might be working with kids as well. That future trainer that you employ might be having underage, so maybe a 16 or 17-year-old could be in the classroom as well, so you'll need that working with children's check. Perfect. Yeah, and just confirming with the candidate during that interview process, if they understand, you know, what sort of happened today, why we're doing this as well, why we earlier went through sort of flow charts as well. So really getting a gauge if they understood what was going on, and if they found this process easy. So maybe you might get some people with this interview process they found easy. So you could even get that feedback just to know for next time when you maybe future sort of interview someone, you know what to sort of do and guide yourself through. Perfect. Was there any other questions on today?
I do have a couple of questions.
Yeah.
The first one is, for how long do you reckon the interview will go? Because normally we interview people for, let's say, about 1 hour.
Yeah.
That's roughly.
Okay.
Do you think I can do that? Because I'm not familiar with the scale and all this stuff. So
Yeah.
I mean, I should probably practice and see how long will it take. But how long do you reckon it will take?
Yeah, even an hour, if you find that's sort of comfortable enough for you to sort of hit that target, I'd recommend still doing an hour.
It'll be pretty much the same time that we normally invest.
That's right, pretty much the same time. Yeah, you want to cover this as well. If you wanted me to send this through, or even one-on-one another time to go through this again,
at least I think we can practice.
Yeah, we can practice
the scales and because it's okay. The other question I got, it's like, so what if I do have, because it already happened in the past, that you know, the trainers or potential trainers will have experience, like vast knowledge in terms of like working in the industry for 10, 15, 20 years, but then they will be new to teaching. So they may have just taken the TAE. Now I noticed that there are a few questions there when they say, like, you know, focus on your experience and student engagement, but what if they don't have experience? So of course the loading skills they will have will be like, that does not meet expectation.
That's
I
right.
can ask them to pop an example. I don't. How would I do that? Because then the final score will be not the best.
That's
I guess,
right.
compared to others. So how
Yeah.
would you still recommend to employ them if I see that they're passionate, they actually are okay,
That's
they
right.
present well, like
Yeah, if you find that they've got sort of the right industry experience and knowledge behind them, they've been, you know, within a certain area for maybe 10 or 12 years, but they just recently got their TA and there's no teaching experience, you could maybe get one of your expert trainers, for example, to sort of teach them and guide them how to deliver in an effective way. So you could run internal practice classes for the trainer, mentor them, bring them up to the standard before you put them out on their own to deliver.
So it's still okay in case to, you know, proceed?
Yeah.
I don't just put comments or something and say like, yeah, even if the score doesn't look as the best score, well, I can put it in there.
That's right, yeah,
Okay.
I would do that if I were you. Yeah, but that's up to you again, sort of if you want to take that extra time away from your role and investing in the mentoring, so that could not be affordable for you or for the business to do. So yeah, it's up to you to make that decision. But if I were you, I'd sort of definitely look at that position as well. If someone was in that position that had all that experience but just got that TAE, I think you'd be a bit silly not to sort of invest time in them because they pick up things quite quickly. Yeah, but great question, really good question. Yeah, anything else you have for me at all?
No, all good.
No worries.
All good.
All right.
I wanted to practice, but yeah, all good.
Perfect. Thank you very much for your
No
time,
worries.
Piers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All the best.